Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hey Cindy, hey Robin, hey Gigi Johnson, hey D Cop, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing all right. I know it's late, but I just wanted to come through. There isn't a lot of people on. I guess it's a good thing, or it could be a bad thing, whatever. But I just wanted to talk about a couple of things, real quick. Just to add some verbal commentary and analysis. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is why did Rico lie. So many as you know that I was on Rico's live yesterday, um, and it was revealed that Rico paid for his own ticket, which is messed up because he told us that he led us to believe that ZT paid for the airline ticket and for the hotel. Now ZT paid for the hotel and it was prepaid, but why did Rico lie and say that he paid for the airfare? Because I kept telling everybody, I say, why would ZT fly Rico in, but he's not flying in himself? Like it didn't make sense. Normally, if you're flying, then you know, normally if you fly, some people fly yourself in, and then people were like, oh well, he didn't want to get exposed to the COVID on the airplane and all this bull. But I'm like, okay, you want to spend all that time driving and then wasting gas and all that, but whatever. But yes, I would like to know Rico, why did he lie? I mean, it's good he told the truth, but why did he lie? That's just because you notice when he was doing that call, when he taped himself doing his call, he was talking to the person at the front desk. We never heard a call to the airline company. So it's just like, I can't believe he did that though. Okay, I don't. Make a Baby Green says he showed a cash app where ZT sent him money for airfare. Okay, all right. I don't know. That's not. I don't know. It's just weird because even though you say that, he was saying, "Oh, I'm going to tell the truth. I paid for my own airfare." I don't know. It's weird. I just don't get it. Decop says it was a setup and he was on it. I guess so. I guess so. I wish I could ask Rico why did he say that. So, all right. The next thing is I want to talk about is, does Treacy have Aniridia? I guess that's how you say it. Aniridia. And the reason I say that is because Treacy, we know like her eyes are always like black, and it seems as if she's like possessed. So you know me, I did my little research. It ain't nothing extensive, but I did my little research, and I wanted to know why are her eyes black? Like I never seen anybody with dark black eyes like that. So she has, I don't know, maybe she does. She might have Aniridia, and Aniridia, hold on one second. Aniridia is an eye. Oh, let me share this with y'all. Hold on one second. So so you can see what I'm seeing. All right, hold on. All right, I'll just share the full screen with y'all. So is Aniridia is an eye disorder characterized by a complete or partial absence of the color part of the eye, which is the iris. These iris abnormalities may cause the pupils to be abnormal or mishappen. Aniridia can cause reduction in the sharpness of vision acuity, and increased sensitivity to light. So photophobia. So I don't know if she has this, but it sure as hell looks like that she has this. So um I think she may be suffering from aniridia because we always see her eyes are always black, and I don't get it. It makes her look like as if she's possessed. So no, Cindy, I'm not gonna talk about anything demonic. No, not at all. So um so yeah, that's really weird. Let's see. Let's talk about it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. And the next thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about Seven Stars and Rick Reed. Like, first of all, I never had an issue with Seven Stars, and I actually was polite and left the live with Rico because I said because Rico was waiting for Seven Stars to come over, and once she came, I left. And then, like when I kind of came back, she was like, "Oh, I'm not talking to no trolls. I don't entertain trolls and all this other stuff." And I'm like, "Hold up, who the hell disrespected you?" Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, she could have been like, "No, that's okay. I just want to talk to you, Rico." But to diss me when I ain't done that to her, hell yeah, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna wild out because that's hella disrespectful. And then when Rico let me on to see what's his name, Rick Reed and Seven Stars just scattered like that, that was crazy to me. That was so crazy to me. It's like, damn, Avatar Nation, Sir King has that much power over y'all. That was crazy. And let me tell you this: Rick Reed started out as the biggest troll before he even got his whole come up off of Rita. So for him to sit there and kind of degrade, oh, somebody being a troll over Avatar, like he was too good for that, that's pretty messed up. You know what I mean? Because in all honesty, like it's just like they're really weak. They talk all that crap, but they're weak. In my eyes, that was weak. You let Avatar run you off, and like he was like they just scrammed. So whatever. Um. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I had. Wanted to talk. Oh, I want to talk about Jay Wilson. Now, see, this is the thing about Jay Wilson that gives me a major, major side eye for Jay Wilson. So we all know the little man in New Mexico has somewhat been blacked out. Now Jay Wilson, in 2 nights in a row, has started to try to resurrect him and bring him up again. And and I don't know why. It's crazy. It's like why can't you just say what he did? Because what he's saying is that little man in Mexico said that Treacy's mom had some kind of ailment or disease and all that. But he wants to mention little man in Mexico's name and give him life again. And I'm just like, this is a side eye because we know little man in Mexico has said some very, very, very nasty and disparaging things about black people. Like he said the N word, all this just stuff that just is that hits home at the core of black people. So why in the world, once again, you are mentioning someone who was disrespected, black people? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, why are you trying to give this man life once again? I don't get it. And it once again shows, I don't know, it just makes Jay Wilson look like a hypocrite in my eyes and makes us give him the side eye. Like, why are you promoting this man? You get what I'm saying? So, I know somebody asked me about the whole Shrimp Peen and Treacy thing. Um, I don't know. Sure, all I know is that I never really followed Shrimp Peen because I remember Shrimp Peen used to be a little bit vicious when she was swinging and banging for Treacy. But obviously they separated because Shrimp wanted to do her own thing. So I guess Shrimp Peen is starting to throw out some personal details regarding Treacy and so forth. And it is what it is. Whatever. I don't know. So. I'll drop the link if anybody wants to come on. This isn't going to be too long, but I did want to address a couple of topics while we were online. The other thing regarding Terry P. So basically, Shrimp. Okay, Mika Baby says, "I'll get back to Terry P in a minute." Mika Baby Green says, "Who is she?" Shrimp P. I don't know. She was somebody that was big in Treacy's camp. That supported her, and then she started to do her own content. I found her content a little bit to be different in the sense of, I don't know, just weird, but not weird to drag her, but just weird in the way it was presented and so forth. So, and they fell out, and now she's come back and is trying to put out personal details about Treacy. So, what was I gonna say? Damn. Terry P. So Terry P is, I guess, I don't know, or whatever that gets on screen, mostly on Duchess Kelly Love, and she was in Treacy's chat. But I did say something to her in Triple Red's chat. I thought it was just hella disrespectful. We have a chat, and then she's like, "Is my troll in here?" is my troll in here? And I'm just like sitting there and I'm just like, damn. If anybody wants to know if they have a troll in a chat, just go in incognito and you will see if there's another person that's posing as you. You don't need to disrupt the whole chat and take attention to yourself and ask, "Oh, is my troll page in here? Has my troll page blocked me?" It's like it is. So I did say something to her, and I just found it annoying. And she got in her. She wants to come across as somewhat of an elitist or whatever. I don't know, but I feel like you're just as gutter as the rest of us. Your voice just sounds like a valley girl. It sounds like 7 stars. So I did address her because I felt like that was just messed up. Like it's just annoying. It's like the people that come in and say, "Oh, who blocked me?" or "Did I get blocked? Did I get damn?" If you can see if you got blocked, if your comment went through. Don't get it. I just find it hilarious. I just find it hilarious at times. I really do. So, all right, y'all. Do any of you have any questions? Like I said, I guess this will be a short live. Keep it short and sweet. I don't know if there's anything else regarding the real world situation. I don't know if any of you guys ever seen that picture of Trump going around where he got off of Air Force One from his rally in Tulsa. That man looked terrible. Like, I don't know. No matter what you say, I've never seen Obama get off of Air Force One looking at the shovels. That was crazy. That was truly, truly crazy. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. The NBA. I always talk about the NBA. The NBA is now saying it may start in Disney, but a lot of people are concerned because of COVID in Florida and things like that. And people don't understand, like, this is really big because now these people have to bring their whole family and their friends to Florida because this is where all the games are going to be played. They're not going to be traveling back and forth and things like that. So it's really a big deal. So, hey, Jamie Sky. Hey, Nay Love. How you doing? Thanks for coming. No, Nay Love, you're not blocked. Hey, Miss Motown. So that's a big thing. I mean, it definitely puts their, they have to think about whether it's worth it. Yeah. So, but I heard that what is it? Baseball is coming back, and football maybe be postponed. So, what's Miss Motown? Yes, this Donald Trump's feelings were hurt, but it still doesn't mean you come off of Air Force One and walk the way he did and come off with your tie. Not tied up and things like that. You know what I mean? It's just like I said, it's just weird. Hey, 7070 Smith. Okay. Cindy says that I believe that once 45 presidency is over, he will be hospitalized. He's hiding his illness. I do believe that he is sick. I do believe that he is sick. I really do. There's something going on with him. And it is taking a toll. I mean, that is a stressful job. I don't know his hours of rest, but I think this is just really, really a stressful time. And I don't know, this, like I said, you always hear me say, once 2020 happened, some crazy stuff started happening. So, Nate Love, I know. You said I was laughing at the question. It's kind of a dumb question. No, it's the most irritating question that a person in the chat can ask. And they ask it, am I blocked? Am I blocked? You know if you're blocked because your comments won't go through. So why do you just keep typing that in a chat? Am I blocked? Can you see me? And I'm it's just annoying. It's hella annoying. And then, like I said, you can always go incognito and then check to see if there's a troll page. If the troll page has blocked you, it's just aggravating. It's just aggravating. Sorry, I'm on a little tangent today because I'm seeing it over and over. People taking over like the live and say, "Am I blocked? Am I blocked?" Your comment won't go through. And sometimes Google will block certain things. Like I could say They Love looks like Beyonce. And sometimes Google will block my comment because I have look like. They're trying to prevent, like, I don't know, bullying and stuff like that. So they normally say if someone looks like this, it's not normally a positive thing. I don't know. But when I do that, it sometimes disappears. So it doesn't mean that I'm blocked. It just means that, okay, my comment is being blocked for some reason. The person may have a certain filter on. I don't know. So Yeah, Cindy. Well, Cindy, you say it will say deleted too. Cindy, you can see that, but if I was to delete your comment will still show up even though I deleted it. But I don't know. It's just weird. Um, I don't know if anybody has anything else they want me to talk about. Let's see. Oh, the people, Aunt Jemima, who's like they said the actress who portrays Aunt Jemima is worried about, now her job is gone if they decide to get rid of Aunt Jemima. And then also the people are saying that whoever's Aunt Jemima is, her legacy is going to be erased because of these things. So I don't know. Tommy used it to say, if y'all ask if you all block in the chat, I'm going to block you. Yeah, it's just annoying. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like you would know if you're blocked. I never understand the person that would ask. I would ask. Now the question I would ask myself is, why did I get blocked? But I wouldn't. I mean, it's just a dumb question. And to take over the live and ask, and you can see that you can see that the content creator is reacting to what you're saying. So obviously, you're not blocked. Damn. So so yeah, I don't know anything else. Do you guys want to talk about anything else? And concern regarding the little man in Mexico, I think a lot of people have done a good job in trying to, block him out. They haven't mentioned him too much. And I think a lot of things he said, hey, MissPink.com, I think a lot of things that he said has really crossed the line for a lot of people because, hey, Blank Stare. Okay, knowing the things that he said, because I think when he did that whole thing with iBait, that really took to a new level with with the people here, because they're like, nah, dude, that ain't cool. Like you a grown man, and you know that even if she did bait you, you could have shown your talent and maybe flipped it on her and called her something else. Um, yeah, so I guess his page got snatched or something like that. So, all right. So Blue Blank Stare says, "Hey, Sir King, I'm curious, Sir King, why did you agree to go on DKLR knowing you wouldn't get a fair chance with Treacy there?" Excuse me, Blank Stare. I appreciate the question, but I think you are answering the question incorrect or asked the question incorrectly. I was there on the platform first, as you saw. I was there to assist Kelly Love, and he was testing out his iPad. So there, he started asking me a couple of questions, and guess who popped up? First Pizarro, and then Treacy. So I didn't even see them. Who knew? I didn't know they were coming up there. So it's not like I went up there and knew Treacy was up there and he popped up there. No, that's not how it went. I was there before all of them, and they started to come at me. First, it was Ronnie Q, then it was Pizarro, and then Treacy decided to come up there. So that's how that worked out. So, um, so yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. So his pages have been taken or whatever. He's still, I don't know, he's still out there roaming around. So, but I'm just disappointed in Jay Wilson trying to resurrect him again. And I'm like, for what? Just mention what he said. Why would you try to bring attention to him? You know what I mean? That's what I'm telling you. Y'all need to, we as content creators, not content creators, but y'all as subbies and people on YouTube, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background that y'all don't know about. And, just be careful if they try to resurrect him again. And I think it's starting with Jay Wilson, because that's 2 nights in a row that he's mentioned that person's name, which is very suspicious. Oh, I don't know. You were there first. Yeah, Blank Stare. I was there first. And then Ronnie came on. Then I believe Pizarro came on, and then Treacy came on, and that's how it happened. Yeah. So I was definitely there first. So, Lachey Divine says, "What do you think about Reed being doxxed?" I would say this, and I'm gonna answer the question carefully. I think she has this tit for tat going back with Chopper. Chopper, I think what happened was that not Five Babe, excuse me, Rita Hart in Philadelphia put out some information regarding Five Babe and Five Babe's mother. So Chopper, I guess, is trying to ingratiate himself with Five Babe and retaliated and put out some information regarding the Rita Hart of Philadelphia's mother or something like that. I feel, look, The issue should have stayed with Five Babe and a Reed. Chopper didn't need to get into it, and that's where he's putting himself in trouble. Now, if Reed says she's going to do what she's going to do, say she's going to do with law enforcement, okay, hey, whatever. It is what it is. But this stuff is getting a little bit out of hand because you're bringing in people's loved ones who have nothing to do with this. And the people you need to worry about are the people in the shadows. And, so I don't know. It's just, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. And let me say this, y'all. I'm sorry if there's any mothers in the room or anything. Y'all, please keep your kids offline. Like, if you go live, keep them offline because they become content. Like, if your persona is one of vindictiveness, or mean or maliciousness or things like that, now your kids are intertwined with your online behavior. So please, like, that's why I tell Pizarro gets mad when somebody says something about her kids need to go to daycare because she is mean and malicious. So if somebody's coming at Pizarro, they're going to mention her kids because they hear her kids in the background. I don't agree with it, but it's like, I don't get it. I don't understand people's situations. It's like, I don't know, go live in your car or go somewhere where we can't hear your kids because I don't know, you just introduced them to the sector and allow them to be used as a form of roasting you, because of your online behavior. Now, if you're sweet as a rose, I don't see why anybody would use your kids against you. But that's just my opinion. So, all right. Okay, Cindy says the streets have been dry, so he wants content, Sir King. But it's different. He can have content, but why you got to go put her family pics out there and things like that? Okay, because you got to think, Cindy, if he's putting out the family pics, what else is he investigating? So, well, Miss Pink.com says you had me on the floor when you asked the soap if he has soap for Pizarro. Well, I try to always keep my comebacks entertaining. I don't like that whole referring to people's body parts, private body parts and all that other stuff. It's just like it's low brow. It's low brow. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Silver Diamond says, "What did Rico lie about?" Silver Diamond, Rico lied about. He said that. He said he lied. He said, "Okay, I paid for my own flight." So, but he made us presume or assume that the ZT paid for it. I don't know. I just thought that was weird. I just thought that was weird. Just really thought that was weird. Okay. Jamie Scott says the sheep mentality in the sector is horrifying. They are literally attacking you for Treacy and not because they had an issue with you. Yeah, it is. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like you don't get respect. This is not an area of you to respect for being respectful to people. But they always want to claim that you disrespected them. So Silver Diamond says something that I think Silver Diamond. I think the reason Rico said that is because he wanted to tell the truth. Like he wanted to come out and just tell everything. But it just makes you think, why would you lie in the first place about that? Because we were under the assumption that ZT paid for the whole thing, and why wouldn't he check ZT and be like, "Oh hell no, no, I paid for my own flight." I don't know. I don't like that name. Rico tried to infect Chocolate Bay with. That's not a good name. That's not a good name. Views by Shawnee says, "Hey, I'm just coming in. What happened last night when they jumped off screen when you came on? Did you talk about that already?" Views by Shawnee. That's what I was saying. I said that. That's crazy that an avatar can have that much. Hold on, Cindy. That an avatar can have that much power. That as soon as I jumped on screen, like as soon as Rico let me on, they both scattered. They scattered at the same time, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That, and I never said anything bad about Rick, and I never said anything bad about Seven Star. So for them to just jump off like that and to end the thing that they were saying was kind of, to me, just really messed up. So, hey, Shorty C. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Thank you for coming by.
Good, you're welcome. Good yourself. Hi,
Mm.
Sarking. Sarking, the thing
Yeah.
about Treacy and her people, I
Mhm.
remember before Treacy used to say that VS, the people that was with VS, they were like in a cult, this and that and the other. But the thing is, it's like she's doing the same thing now. It's like, she's treating other content creators and stuff like that as her enemy, like she's in some kind of battle, or she's at war with these people that she don't know. Oh, if you go over there to my enemy's platform, what? It's kind of like they're I'm, they are retarded. I'm sorry to say it, but it's like, really, seriously. But it's just weird. And then people coming after, other people or subscribers and stuff, saying, oh, well, you know what, leave this person alone, you don't like Treacy, this and that and the other. Like, everybody has the right to their opinion.
Well, no.
But
What's
it's
scary is that they're monitoring their behavior in other chats. Where what chat was that in? That was I think that was a Rico's chat. And okay, that's when ZT took over Rico's live, but it was on Rico's channel. Well, Carrie Cecil was scared as hell to not block. I don't know because I think she knew that Treacy was watching, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, Treacy. That I let that person say that about you." Da 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 da. And then as soon as that what kept going on, she was no longer in that chat the whole weekend. And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy. Like that people can have that much control over you." So
that is, yeah, it's weird. It is weird. And then it shows you, like in real life, the type of person that they are. I don't know. They just wanna, I mean, those subscribers, they think like those content creators are like either God or celebrities and stuff. Like, oh my God, they can't do no wrong. Like, they just like you.
you can't do no wrong because I mean if you call them out for the ish, what happens? You get blocked and banished, right? So you kind of have
Yeah.
to conform to a certain level of behavior. You really do. You really do.
But the thing is, you can't, by not saying nothing, you're allowing them to do bad things. You
Hey, that
have to speak up. Wrong is wrong. So
you we
you can't
all
say, "Oh, go ahead."
no,
Sorry.
Sydney. We're all adults. You get a choice, right? You don't have to be there, but I guess to feel as if you want to be relevant, then you have to go along with the plan.
But it's sad because you see a bunch of people that's like 50s, 60s and stuff, and then they can't even express how they feel. It's kind of like, it's a shame. If you say something, you're gonna get blocked, and then people are afraid of that. I'm like, okay, you know what, you get blocked, as long as you speak your mind, you don't stand for it. So I don't know. But I wouldn't want people around me, like, when sometimes people have friends, if they have bad makeup on, and then they still can't say anything, or if they dress bad, they're like, oh yeah, you look good, and that person look crazy. They have those yes ma'am friends, and then it's not good if your friends cannot tell you, okay, you know what, you being an asshole, you messing up and stuff. But
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I think you definitely can't do that. I definitely can't do that. And if you do, you have to do it on the troll page. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
just
but
it's weird. It's just weird. So
if you're an adult, why should you open a troll page? If you're supporting someone, you shouldn't open a troll page, to speak your mind.
because I
Right.
don't know, people look at it as a lack of an allegiance. You know what I'm saying? Like they're I don't know. Like the whole thing. Like I put the whole thing about Treacy's hair. You know how many times that I got that? Oh, Treacy, you look beautiful. Oh, she looked beautiful still. She looked this and that, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, you're not going. I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I don't know nothing about y'all here. But no, let's just say Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q came on Duchess's platform and was like, "Oh, so what are you saying about her hair? You're saying something about black women and their hair." And I'm like, does that look like she's keeping her hair up to par? No, I mean, I'm just
See,
saying, it's
see
weird.
that's see that's another thing too. Okay, um, let's if people are talking about Treacy, they're talking about Treacy, and then just stay focused. People do they like when you say the hair, um, every female knows if you put a wig on, you need to cornrow your hair, cornrow it down and stuff like that. By leaving your hair, it shows the type of person that you are. It shows that you are a dirty person. Oh, that's not me. Is that me? No, it does. I do hair. So it's kind of like before I put, or like I do the sewing weaves and stuff like that, because some people they don't like to take it off. Anyhow, you have to always cornrow your freaking hair. Even if you don't have enough hair, you could use the elastic, the rubber bands and stuff like that, and then do it, cornrow nice to grow your hair out. But I guess everybody's not the same and stuff. But no, that was
It's
nasty.
just look. I don't talk about people's looks. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I don't talk about people's looks, but you keep going in on mine. So I'm going to use the opportune time to respond back. So it's just I don't know. It's just weird.
Oh,
And like we're going back to the whole thing about it's a cult mentality. I definitely do think it's a cult mentality. You can't be your own. You can't speak your own mind. So
yeah. I have short hair, and then what I do use is rubber bands and stuff. And then now they're growing, so now I have not cornrows, I have big braids and stuff like that. So yes,
mhm.
when you cut your hair, if it's really really short like a boy, you don't need to do nothing. But as they grow, you use rubber bands and stuff like that, because you cannot hold it to cornrow, to do the cornrow and stuff like that. You use the rubber band, and then once it's growing, and then you do other style. But how Treacy's hair was unacceptable for a woman, for a black woman. Not all women,
Well,
you know.
Miss O disagrees with you though. She says that that don't have to do with quality of a woman you are. Bullish.
Mm,
So she don't agree with you pretty much. So let me ask you this question: do you think that Chocolate Bay is lying about what happened between him and Rico in DC?
I think so, but like the thing about it, all these guys except Riley, they don't want to claim Rico, especially
Mm-hmm.
him. I think the reason that too is because that with his education, with the field of work, and then with Rico, how sometimes people with high end jobs and stuff like that, and then they don't want to mess with the little little
Yeah,
people.
I know what you
They
mean.
don't want to sit with them and stuff. So I think that's what happened. And like, oh my god, just like girls, if a guy look bad or act bad and stuff like that, they like, even if they messed with each other and stuff like that, and then they be like, no, 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 that would never be me. So I think that's what he's doing and stuff like that. But I think something happened. I don't know if
Yeah,
they
of course
kiss or
I think
what.
I think something happened too. Like Rico is normally honest with those things, so I definitely do think something happened there. So I do think so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay, with the hair thing, I'm not saying that people, okay, if I'm at home, I'm not gonna leave my hair out like that. That's the whole thing. Yes, people do a bunch of things under the wig and stuff like that. But me personally, I would not. I would cornrow my hair or something. I would not leave my hair. I'm not a dude. Leave my hair out like that, looking crazy. What about if I have someone that like a guest that comes to my house? That's how I'm gonna open the door, or I'm gonna just run and then grab a wig and then be like, okay, looking crazy. No, but it's just me. I'm not like everybody else and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess a lot of females and stuff, that's what they do, leave their hair out and stuff. Oh well, but for me, I don't think it's acceptable. That's just me. Do not crucify me for that.
um, another thing is that people understand is what I think about what is unique about, again, let's say my channel growth compared to others like they're doing for Pizarro. Like every major content creator in this area of YouTube pretty much shouted out Pizarro. Like, oh, go subscribe to Pizarro, go subscribe to Pizarro, go subscribe to Pizarro. I think what's pretty interesting about, what my fan base or whatever, is that it was grown organically. Like the people I had,
Yeah,
put in the work and all that. And it wasn't like an immediate rise to whatever 1K. I'm not shading any by saying I'm not shading anything or being messy. But what I am going to say is when Pizarro decides to take a turn or go against somebody or gets brought into something, they're going to hold that over their head, just like they did with Truth Enterprise. Oh, we helped you get to 1K. So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's,
true.
it's you know,
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I think her channel it took time though, because I think View is a View gave her the idea to have a channel. I don't think she did, because she said she didn't want to and stuff.
no,
So
she had a lot of, now I don't know if you're talking about recently, but she had a lot of videos on there prior. And she deleted all,
music
like,
video.
go and look at her channel now. She deleted them and now she makes it seem as if she just started. So, I don't know.
Didn't
I really,
didn't she have, go ahead, sorry.
no, go ahead.
I think she only had music videos on her channel. It
Nah,
was on the
nah.
music.
She has some
It
other
was.
stuff on there. Yeah. She even said that she started
Oh.
it before. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But all of her subscribers are Treacy's subscribers.
Well, they
But
Treacy, Brianna, Triple Red Egg. So,
yeah, but the thing is, they all have the same subscribers. Not no difference. They all. It's kind of like, okay, you know what? This 1,000 people go over here, subscribe. It's the same. It's the same people. It's
mm,
nothing new and stuff. It's the same people that's in this sector. The same in this sector. There's probably 2,000, between 2 and 5,000 people. I would say five max, but I'm pretty sure it's like only 2,000 people and stuff. Those are the same people that's floating around to
mm,
everybody's channel and stuff. So it's kind of like, when you in the same hood, everybody knows each other and stuff.
yeah,
So
that's true.
I
A good
think.
analogy. The other thing I wanted to say is about how he's talking about go visit 7 stars. And I think 7 stars would treat him okay, but I know that if they were ever to fall out or something like that, or Rico didn't like something, or Rico was to get, too drunk, she has an evil side to her, that she would leave him stranded too. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know. I always like Seven. The thing is, it's like with Seven, to me, I think she's a sweetheart. With Seven, all of those people that she came after were people that came after her. Like VS came after her and stuff, and then she had to turn evil as well.
Mm,
And then the story, her story, I was so shocked, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't imagine, something you're trying to bury. about your life, and then you have to relive that thing again. I'm like, that is so, it was hurtful, and then it was evil in
Mhm.
all. It was like, you don't do that to people. You don't. That's trauma again. You traumatize that person once more. Of course she's gonna come back, 10 toes down to fight with you. I do understand that and stuff, but the thing is, it's like, Seven wasn't in the beef sector like that. She was with Tasha K doing her stuff
Mhm.
and stuff. She was doing her stuff. But
Yeah. Yeah. I
yeah.
don't know. That's it. I would be on guard. That's all I would say. So I don't know. She has a nice nasty to her, and we'll see. So we'll see. So
Me,
yeah.
if I was her, I would not trust nobody in the sector, because they are flip-floppers. One day they're with you, the next day when they need that money, when that money is starting to be dry and stuff, and then they start beefing with you. Look at what Treacy and Nicole, who they were best friends, this and that, da 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 da. What? 360. They're like, what just happened? This one is calling this one ugly. This one is saying, oh, you delusional. This one is saying you. I'm like, what? So that's how you really feel about this person, but yet you call that person a co-worker, a YouTube friendship, but yet you have so much hate towards that person, that you said that was your sister or whatever friendship,
But
YouTube
the thing I
friendship.
don't understand is like, how could she hit on Nicole if Nicole was to take a better opportunity, right, to elevate herself? How would she get? I don't understand how she gonna get mad at Nicole, but then when that same opportunity is presented to her, she's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna sell out or whatever." And I'm just like sitting here, I'm like, so even if the same opportunity was presented to you, you're not gonna do it because of your own personal childish beliefs. Now, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know.
because
So,
because the thing is, Treacy took it to the take everything to the heart. It's really personal with her or for her and stuff, that she it's kind of like, okay, you know what, just like they all, we all been saying, it's YouTube and stuff. It's not really that serious, because the person, well, the doxing thing, yes. it, I don't, with that, I don't know what to say with that, because it's just, it's kind of like when she have a grudge, she don't want to let go. And then these people are willing to say, okay, you know what, yeah, we made fun of each other and stuff like that, and then at the end of the day, I'm sorry and stuff. And then I guess the thing with Tracy, she can't find it to say I'm sorry,
no,
so
she can't. She can't. She can't. She never will. Never will, and that's why she's holding on to the situation with Deanna instead of extinguishing it. She's hoping that time will heal whatever's going on in the background. So, so, so
and then
yeah.
they never and then they never the thing about it, it's kind of like they never talk about it. Like, okay, they never, let's say, if Tracy have a problem with someone, they never talk about, okay, you know what, this is what you did to me, and then it hurts me and stuff. And then, it's either they go on their platform, da, 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 this is what happened, this is what happened, and then trying to have like a bunch of people rally behind them, and then saying you were right. And it's, instead of talking about it and say, okay, this is what you did wrong, this is what the other party did wrong and stuff. And then, at the end of the day, I'm sorry for what I did to you. If you feel I offended you and stuff, this and that, I'm sorry. Instead of keep on talking about it, keep on bringing it back, it won't solve anything and stuff. So
Right. Well, let me address Miss Steele. It's not. It is childish. How are you going to get mad at someone taking an opportunity that was given to them, and you're going to say, "Well, the opportunity was given to me. I wouldn't take it." It is childish. So you're just hating on someone because they got an opportunity and maybe you didn't. That's the epitome of childish. Because the adult will respond with, "Okay, I'm glad you got that opportunity. I wish you the best with that, and I hope hope that you prosper and more, rather than acting like a child, a petulant child at that, and say, "Oh, why? Oh, well, if that happened to me, I would turn it down and get mad at the other person who took that opportunity." So that
Yeah.
is what's childish. Um, Going back to what you were
Yeah.
saying, Cindy, is regarding the whole thing about people talking it out. When they talk it out, maybe they should do it on camera for clicks and views, but if they do it behind the scenes, that take away from the clicks and views and the money they can make for that situation. Because that's why Treacy said, "Oh, I should have called it, but I'm gonna talk about it right now," or whatever, or something like that. So you gotta always think about it like that. So
So that's not a real friendship though. That's
it ain't,
that's
it ain't,
that
there is. I don't think personally that there can ever be a true friendship, like a real life friendship, based off of YouTube. Because you gotta always remember where you met them, and you don't know who's circulating or who's circulating in the background. All it takes is for one email to maybe sway someone that you're so-called friends with. That that's mind-boggling to have to worry about who is speaking to someone. Like the whole thing with Rico. Who else
yeah.
was speaking with ZT, coordinating and all this other stuff? He is on the phone talking about Rico's status with one of his friends. Rico
Yeah.
even said that, and Rico was like, "How does your friend know about my status?"
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, who should have to
Yeah.
worry about that?
They all using each other for clicks and views and stuff in a bad way, and especially when it comes to that was hard to watch, and all it was hard to watch because he kept on saying, "Oh my God, this is," oh, he kept on saying, "You have HIV." It's kind of like, dude, let me tell you something. You call yourself a nurse, you should know. There's a saying in the Caribbean, I don't know if I could translate it, like disease doesn't fall on trees, or illness doesn't fall on trees and stuff like that. We are human, so things happen, and all. You can't say, oh, can't keep on calling the person out because that person has that that illness, disease, or whatnot and stuff. You can't do it. You can't do that. You should know better and be better. I don't care if you was drunk or not. Control your mouth. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, let's just be honest. When ZT's character was indicative of what was going to happen. ZT never has ever showed himself to be someone that isn't like a flake or not trustworthy. Like he's always showed himself to be shady, condescending, arrogant, all those things. He's never shown me, okay, is there another side to ZT? No, we've never seen that side. And people say, oh, they're characters or we're just characters. But to me, sometimes we could see like the one thing I would say, okay, Denzel Washington in Training Day. That was the scariest thing ever. Because I'm like, how the hell did you transform into that person? Like,
Yeah.
what I mean? That scares me that a person could turn themselves into something like that. But then
Yeah.
again, you could find another film where Denzel is being someone who's a hero. Like, but with ZT and these people that say they're characters, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say that you're a character. You show me every
Mm.
video I see you, whether you be out in public or behind the screen, that you a shady mofo. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
always count. I'm always going to believe that until I see otherwise.
Yeah.
So
He shaded everyone on this. He talks about everybody on this sector since day one, and stuff. So I don't know why people would think like, oh, okay, any different, thinking like, oh, yeah, he's a no. He always said, oh, this is what he is. This is that. He's better than this person. He's better than that person. But you live and you learn. So now Rico knows. Well, I don't know if
I
he.
don't think so. I don't think so. Sorry, Cindy. I don't. Like I said last night, he was talking about wanting to go out to LA and meet seven stars, and I'm like, oh my god! It's just like, did you learn anything? Like,
No, I don't think Seven would do nothing like that to him. No.
no, no, no.
But the thing
Like
is,
I said,
everybody. This, hmm
go ahead. Go ahead.
but um what Rick Reed was telling him not to go, not to it's not to go and stuff. So he wanted to, I don't think Seven would do no such thing and stuff.
Remember, I
Well,
just
you
said
look
you're always an email away from things turning out different. She may not want to, but the person that she's conversing about or has said in, who knows, may conspire with someone else. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I said about the whole YouTube thing. So
no, but I'm pretty sure I could read people. I'm pretty sure if something would happen and stuff like that, she would not spill all the tea. Spill a little, maybe, not a
what?
lot.
Oh hell no. Mm-mm.
She Rico probably, like if she meets Rico or whatnot and stuff, I don't think, although I know she's not going to do that, tell Rico all her business and stuff like that. See, female and guys are different, I think, to me and stuff. We want no blah blah, just like he did to, what's his name, ZT and stuff. So we're not, no, but I don't think, yeah, it would be nice though. It would be nice, but
Mm, no comment. Why
like
can't
I
why
said,
can't Rico why can't Rico go visit someone like Miss T Velocity or something like that? You know, or someone that someone who ain't gonna set him up or something.
she's, you think Seven Star will set him up?
What did Cindy? What did I just say? I said an email away, a DM away. I would say, okay, let me role play. I'm 7 stars.
But
Well, let me role play real quick.
but
Let me
but
role play. Let me role play.
okay, okay,
Hold on.
go
I
ahead.
say, oh child, uh, guess who coming to town? Da 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 da. And then the person, yeah, Rico. We going to I don't know Jimmy Child's at 2 p.m. She don't know who the other person is talking to. Who that other. You know what I mean? That could set him up. That's what I'm saying. And we know 7 nights to talk. So no, go ahead, Cindy. I didn't mean for you to be mute. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, see, no, I said no to that because, okay, Seven doesn't have. Why would she set him up for? That's the whole thing.
I'm not saying set him up. I'm saying, listen, you're looking at it from a setup standpoint, and it directly involving 7 stars. I didn't say that. I'm saying you don't know who else 7 stars is talking to that may not like Rico, or who they're talking to, or that's talking to somebody else. So everything, that's what I'm saying. People are interconnected. You know what I'm saying? She mentioned it to
Yeah,
somebody else in
but
her DM, and then that person mentioned it to somebody else, and that person mentioned it to somebody else. And next thing you know, Lady Snoop is showing up. It's just crazy. So
I don't think she would do that and
I'm
stuff.
not saying that. You're not understanding what I'm saying. She may not say,
I
Cindy, you don't know who's working with who. Cindy, this okay. I may talk to you, right? You send me a message, and you don't know that I'm working with Duchess Kelly Love, right? So then
uh-huh.
you send me a message saying, "Hey, Rico's coming in at 2 o'clock." So, but you don't know that that I'm friends with DKL, and then I send a message to DKL say, "Hey, you know what? Guess what Ti I got? Oh, Rico's coming in at 2 o'clock today, and they're going to go eat at whatever the wheelbarrow." You know what I'm saying? That's how stuff gets started. I'm just giving you
Um,
a scenario, but I'm just saying, and it's not that you intended to do anything to Rico. It's just how the web works. So
I don't know. I don't know. I've seen, DKL meet. people other than Kwani, and then nothing happened to them.
No, I'm just saying it's an example, and I use DKL because you're familiar with him. Not saying that DKL
Yeah.
will ever do that, but I'm just using players that you know. Because if I mention somebody else, you may not know who that person is. So
But with Rico and ZT, those two are messy. So it's kind of okay. Hold on. With Rico and Riley and ZT, everybody knew something was gonna happen. That's the whole thing. When Riley said he was going over there to meet Rico and stuff, we knew that. It's every
okay,
we all know. Everybody knows something was gonna
yeah,
happen.
but
We didn't know what, but we knew something was gonna happen, and then
yeah,
it's
but
not gonna be.
we didn't know that was ZT. ZT was coming on every damn day up to that trip a whole week, 2 weeks before, saying, "Oh no, we just gonna have a good time with Rico. Rico and I are cool. We just gonna have a good time. We're gonna see the city, all that stuff." And not a damn thing like that happened. It was the complete
Yeah, but
opposite.
yeah, but we know that was a lie. That was fake.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Oh,
Everybody,
just
okay.
just like Rick did, I did too. I had a feeling if someone like ZT tell you that they're gonna fly you out and everything, there's gonna be something shady going down, and
Okay.
because he's a shady character, and so what do you expect? Nothing good.
hmm Okay. I told
The
people
intent
that a
the
week ahead of
intent
that
of
happening.
Go ahead, sorry. Mhm.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
The intent of ZT inviting Rico and stuff like that was to get at Riley. Nothing good was gonna come from that.
hmm
That's the whole thing. Nothing good. There
Right.
was no good intention, nothing, like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna show you. Because this is the whole thing that how he called himself boss something, boss and a bully. I'm gonna
Mm.
show you how we do it. This and that. And then you know what? You do the same thing, even worse to him. At least Riley didn't call him, didn't call his thing out. Every other word was, the HIVs and
So let me say something about that. So I did speak with a medical professional, and first of all, you're not supposed to wear do rags in any
mm,
medical setting. You're supposed to wear. They said something like a surgical cap or something else. And then I also asked them about chastising someone for their status and things like that, and they said that's unacceptable. You're never supposed to do that. And then I asked
yeah,
them about social media, and they said that a medical professional is always supposed to exemplify themselves,
yeah,
in a way that best represents their profession and what they do. So I don't
yeah,
know what ZT is doing. So, but Jamie
yeah,
Sky, they said any establishment, whether it be a nursing home, a hospital, or a school, there's a certain level of behavior that they're supposed to maintain. So,
yeah. Well, I think too. It depends on the city that or where you work. If you work in a ghetto area and stuff, I'm sorry to
mm,
say, seriously, if you do, so you're gonna there's a standard that you have to keep hold and stuff, but some people don't and stuff. Just because you okay, look at Miss is it Travelocity?
T
That's her
velocity,
name. Okay,
T
Treacy.
velocity.
Sorry, sorry. Okay, you see, as you could tell that she is a professional, and Rico cannot meet someone like that and stuff like that because the thing is, they don't have nothing in common.
Mm,
She's not, she would be able to give him advice and stuff like that. But other than that, Rico would be bored, actually. he'll be like, "Oh my Lord, sweet Jesus, this is not for me. I need a drink," But
Yeah, I guess so. But you'll be surprised at who attracts who to who. So you never know. So
but no, but it would be nice if he goes and meet Seven Star and stuff. So and stuff. See,
mm,
maybe she will give him some good advice and stuff like that. So to change his ways,
I
because
guess
the
so.
people that he's listening to and stuff, they're not doing. I'm not saying for him to listen to people, and sometimes you have to take what people saying into consideration, because the thing is, sometimes we don't see how we walk, we don't see how destructive we might be, or we are heading towards destruction. It's other people that could see that and stuff, but it's for you to evaluate and ask yourself, okay, hold on, what am I doing wrong, and everything like that, and then change, try to change, because we all are, walking progresses. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Is he gonna change his young, you know, do everything and stuff when he's in his 30 and stuff? And then, these things won't be, he'll be like, damn, I been there, done that and stuff like that. Let's move on. But yeah, but I think he's learning and stuff. So he's not a bad kid and stuff. It's just, I don't know. He just have to now pick and choose, open his eyes, just like Kwani said, the vision.
Mm-mm,
Oh,
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. We leave her
what?
over there. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
No, but sometimes, I'm not saying, I'm just using, her the vision and stuff. Open it up, to see.
Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I'd rather you use the eye opener than her.
Uh,
Open your
uh,
eyes. Mm-mm.
uh,
But I'm glad she's. I'm glad. I think she personally, Kwani. I think Kwani has something going on in her personal life, um, and that's why she's
we
been
all know
quiet.
that.
I think, to be
We
honest,
all,
I think she has a court case coming up or something like that. She said was postponed. So, and I think that she
um,
has to be careful of her online behavior so that that isn't
uh,
used against her in a court of law. Because we know her behind ain't falling away unless her husband got sick of her and took her YouTube privileges away or something. So, no, I think she's
uh,
okay because somebody asked about her in DKL's chat, and he was like, "Yeah, she's all right, she's fine." And she did say that she had a court case at the end of this month, something like that. So I don't know.
maybe with Jason.
No free
Mm.
promo. No, I don't think it. I don't think it. I don't think it concerns him. No, no, but maybe it does. Who knows? But I do think it's
Yeah,
kind of messed up for Jay Wilson to try to resurrect him again, considering all the things that he has said about, um, black people. It just bothers me that because you like I said, you
yeah,
don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. That's the messed up part about this, man. People be orchestrating stuff, and you wouldn't never even
true,
imagine. And for him to keep
true.
mentioning that man's name, it's just like, damn, like, and that thing that what's crazy about it, Cindy, is that video
Mhm.
that person made was like, I don't know, a couple of like it wasn't recent. So I don't know why Jay Wilson would keep trying to like bring him back up. Like there's nobody is mentioning him or mentioning his
Okay,
pain being snatched. So why would Jay Wilson try to resurrect him? I don't know.
second, I have a question for you. Okay,
Hmm.
what is the difference between him saying that and then, like, when I hear the ladies, they go on a panel and then they're screaming and stuff like that. They call each other that. They call each other the NB,
Yeah,
the
I
S.
know. No, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
They call each other way worse.
I struggled long and hard with that whole because I look at things from both sides. I don't look at one side. I look at things from the person's side that I'm trying to chastise. I'm looking at it from the side in between, and I'm looking at it from obviously my perspective. The thing is that that person says those things to intentionally provoke and does it in a manner in which to like inflict the pain that is that word has, so that word has a history of pain, hurt, pressure behind it, right? And the way he
Okay.
says it, he's trying to bring it back up in that way, shape, or form. The way that you say the G and the NR resonates and says a lot, and he knows that.
Okay.
Um, the way that I
Second,
guess, yeah,
I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay, you said he tried to kind of like say that word to hurt people or the black people and stuff, but the black folks, the black females on this sector have used that word towards other black female. Why do they do that then? Knowingly, you know that word hurt. So how come if a white person says it, it hurts you? If a black
because
female
you
says it,
you
it
got
shouldn't hurt.
when I don't know. See, Cindy, I'm not gonna knock you for this, but I don't know if you're from this country, for the United States or not. But that word, as me being a black person, and this history of slavery that this country has, hearing a white person says that word speaks volumes. Now, I ain't saying it's right that we say it to our own. It's hella wrong for us to say it. But to then say, okay, that he gets a pass, then that means everybody that has the same pigmentation of him has to get that pass, and we back to where we were 150 years ago. You get what I'm saying? So you
Okay,
can't. I mean, you got to stop somewhere, and it should never
okay,
be said amongst us. And it does make us look hypocritical. I've said that tons of times. You know.
okay. I came here since I was 10. So I know the history and stuff, although I wasn't born here and stuff. So I know the
Hmm.
history. But my thing is, if you want people or, white America or Caucasians in this sector not to use it, you yourself has to be an example of you not using it. It's not like,
Yeah,
when they Mhm.
yeah, but he said things like, what was that one thing he said that? Oh, typical nigger talk. Like, come on, bro. I mean, you just can't say that kind of stuff. Can't
No.
say that.
So if it
And
was
I don't think.
okay, so if it was a black person that says that, it would be acceptable. That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, you guys are giving, black female or black people, a pass to use it, and then you calling out other people when they use it because they hear it from you. So they saying, okay, you know what? If you guys using it, that means it's okay for us to use it. You see, it's kind of like, when it comes
I've
to the Jewish.
always I've
Hmm?
always said that though, Cindy. I said that to me, black people come across as the most hypocritical people because if I'm a white person, I'm an Asian, I'm a Hispanic, you have this word that's associated with your history that is one of the most hurtful words I feel in the human language, and then you're using it for one as a term of endearment, but then you also say it to each other in times of conflict. And if I'm someone of an opposite race looking at y'all, I'm like, y'all don't even have no damn respect for yourself. And you hypocritical on that. And you don't get my
Yeah,
respect because you're saying that word. And then you let somebody commercialize it and put it in music and movies to make it a part of, popular society. I forget what they use, but popular society so that other cultures can use it. And then mock your struggle behind using that word. It's complex. It's really complex. So,
yeah. But if
but
you
I
want
don't
something,
I'm going sorry, go ahead.
No, I was about to say if you want something done, or if you want people or other people to, suspend that word, you yourself or the whole community and stuff should stop using it and
I
stuff.
agree.
So don't say, oh my God, when he used it. Like, there's one lady when she used that word, because the thing is, she emphasized, it's kind of like,
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my God, she just said the word like with passion, to make you, just like you said, when white use it to, to make you feel low about yourself. I'm like, and then you saying it even worse than the person that you just trying to said don't use that word. You saying it even worse. And then that's the example he was trying to make people in this sector see, that okay, this person's using it, and then you saying I can't use it. If I can't use it, she
Okay.
can't use it towards you guys as
But
well.
Cindy, don't fall for the okey doke, okay?
Yeah,
That would have been the opportune time for him to show his craftiness by using it, but not ever saying that word, but maybe flipping the word and you show them how it comes across them saying it. He used that word and he hid behind the fact that people were saying that word for him to give him permission to say it. And that's never excusable. Because if he was to do that in the real world and call out T.I. or Little Wayne or something and say that word, he would have got monkey stomp. So we can't excuse that. Because once you give it instant, the next thing they'll be saying it in casual conversation. Like at a certain point of time you gotta say, okay, I look at it like this. No other group is going to let you, yeah, they have their issues internally, but they're sure as hell not going to let somebody from an outside race or group jump in on that fight. You get it's just like a family. Yeah, y'all might have your issues inside that family, but you're sure as hell not going to let another family, beat up on your own family members, right? No, you're going to turn around and say, hell no, this is my family, and we're going to kick your ass if you think you can beat up on us. We got our own problems, but let us figure it out. You don't need to come in and start beating up on us too. And that's how I think we look at that situation.
no, me, I don't think it that way, because the thing is, if people was using the word, and then if there was unity in this sector and stuff, and then using the word loosely, whatever, just for fun, I would be like, okay, you know what, yeah, okay, you know what, it's wrong. But when you turning out, when you turn around, you doing the same thing or even worse, I'm like, no, y'all in the
And
same pocket.
yeah, but this is a good thing B. Buckner says. If you were to call him any Jew, any like derogatory name, especially anti-Semitic name associated with the Jewish, him being Jewish, he flips
Hmm.
out like he gets
Yeah,
crazy. So that shows that he does not have any mutual respect nor respect for black people. Because if you're going to have that same reaction to someone saying talking about you being Jewish, then you should have the same emotional capacity when it comes to you saying the N word regarding somebody.
because
That's
king, because the thing is, it's sacred to him, and then it's not sacred to us. That's the whole thing.
well, it's sacred
It's
to
sacred.
me, and I
It's
don't think that's cool, and I don't think he should get a pass for using it.
um. Okay,
Right.
okay.
It's sacred to
It's
him.
like,
Anti-Semitic stuff is sacred to him. Well, the N word is sacred to me. You'll never heard me say that word. You never heard me say that
yeah,
word. And if I said that
but
word,
that,
that was to highlight whatever Kwani or Treacy has said to me. Go ahead.
yeah, I never know you. Jay Wilson never says that. Yeah, I think it's you, Jay Wilson, and I think Food Junkie, that I haven't heard you guys use that
No,
word.
I heard him say
And
that word. I think I had to tell him that I'm not a Nigga to his face.
oh,
So
mm, mm, yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. I find it, if you want people to treat you the way that you want it to be treated, you have to, show it.
I agree.
You really do.
I totally
You
agree.
can't
I
say, no, don't treat me that way, and then you turn around and then you be like, da 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 da, this and that. Oh, you. effers, you this, you that,
I
and
agree,
then you like,
and
you like, hmm?
I agree.
Yeah, but
But I
yeah,
think
I,
you got to understand this is a public platform, right? So him
hmm,
saying that stuff, and then him going on his platform saying this, and people seeing this, you don't know where that would end up. And then it gives, to me, what I would fear is that it would give people watching him, the permission to think that they can try somebody in real life like that. And I don't roll with that. So, you know, that's the thing I'm trying to highlight. It's like, dude, you can get your point across and be way more effective and less inflammatory by using other vernacular that executes or more the same. But as soon as you say that word, people are turning their ears off to you. You can say, why do you call yourselves the most degrading word in human language to each other, but expect people to care about your plight when you don't even have respect for yourselves? But he don't
but
have to
I
say,
think
"Oh, you in ERs and repeating Kwani so that he can say that word." He's not stupid. He knows what he's
no,
doing.
he's not. That's what I was about to say. He knows what he's doing, and then he's provoking. He's provoking by using that word, and then he knows that, okay, you know what, he knows not to use it, and I'm pretty sure that he doesn't use it around his black friends or black customer, or anybody black around him. I'm sure he doesn't do it. But when he come on here and stuff, so provoking you guys and stuff, no, he gets a kick out of it, and he gets a kick out of it and everything like that. So that's his thing. That's his MO, by
Mm,
saying the N word, and then be like, what you gonna do about it? And stuff.
right.
So
Exactly.
yeah, he
Exactly.
shouldn't use the word.
Yeah. All right. Does
He
anybody else
should.
have any more questions? Please like the video. Like I don't believe in that whole thing of like the video, like the video, like the video. I know it's the whole thing about engagement, but if people really like the video, I think you should like the video. And if you don't, then you don't. But
Yeah,
tell people to like the video. I'm just like, isn't liking an opinion?
that's
So
true. But the other sectors more, you guys don't say like the video as much as the other sector. Oh my god, it's kind of like every 5 minutes. Please like the video and share. You're like, oh my lord. If there's 100 people in your chat and stuff, and then you have 75 or 80, if the rest, the 30 or 20 doesn't like it, they're not gonna like it. So if you got 70, that's good and stuff, because people is gonna come back and then watch it again. So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that's all that I have to say with the whole situation. But give don't say, oh, star 7 stars gonna set Rico up.
I don't know. I go by her behavior, and she didn't come across as no angel to me. So I will always reserve that thought in my mind because
Second,
uh,
second, no one in this sector are angel.
I'm an angel.
None.
I'm an angel. I would
What?
never set nobody up. I would never ever set nobody up. I think my actions speak for themselves. I would never ever set nobody up. I would never. I don't even talk to nobody behind the scenes. Like I don't talk to nobody behind the scenes. I don't get no emails. I get no DMs. I get nothing. I get a few, occasional messages here and there, but I don't talk to nobody scheming and all that stuff. Never.
But you know what? Second, it's not only this sector. The upside down sector is the same way too, because I didn't know that they have like alliances that do talk behind closed door, and then they would tell each other, don't mess with this people, don't mess with that, don't mess with this. It's not only this sector. It's weird that they act the same way, but the thing is, this sector, the only thing about this sector that the conscience sector they there's no nudes going around here, but the other sector,
There
nudes
used to
are
be.
everywhere.
There used to
Huh?
be. But I think people learned their lesson on that. There used
Who
to be.
sent nudes?
I ain't getting myself in no trouble.
Oh, the Riley thing? No, that was police. The
No.
Riley with
No, Larry
hold on.
Nelson. Larry Nelson.
Police. The terrible finger and Miss what's her name again? She's not on here. She's from New York. She's Spanish. She was in it too. Oh my God, I forgot her name.
Yeah.
And yeah, with Larry Nelson thing and stuff. That was ages ago and stuff.
Right.
But no,
But
no, no,
like I said,
not like huh?
they learn. They learn. They learn their lesson. So
Yeah, they did. Yeah, because the thing is, they had to go back, back to court, this and that and stuff like that. But but I'm telling you, when this sector is nothing. The only thing that people do on here is doxing. I don't think. Oh yeah, the other sector. Someone sent the not police, not police. The people that kill Brianna, the SWATs to one of the content creators' house. This sector haven't done that because the thing is, it's
yeah.
like, see, it's
Well, see, this is the
really
thing.
it's.
The
Hmm?
people in this sector have a certain fear of the law enforcement, whereas those other sectors really don't. I don't think so.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
they just.
So
I'm
that
like, what?
so
Yeah.
that's why I don't
So
think they get the police involved in here too much. So,
yeah, I think the sectors, this sector, they do their doxing and stuff like that, and then that's all. But I don't. Yeah, I'm like they just. But the thing is, sometimes their priorities and stuff like that. They need to get it straight, and then stop talking. They keep on talking about something that happened almost 2 years ago. Let it go. It's like,
no, I don't
okay,
think
we
you can
got.
say that. That's like saying I don't think you can really say that. I don't think that's fair to say. I think the person that they speaking about was a major influencer in this arena, and it's still a major influencer of the people that you speak about today. You know what I mean? So to say, "Oh, let it go," that's like, "Oh, you trying to erase history and that person's contributions to what you know to this area of
No one's
YouTube."
no one's erasing nothing. It's just that, okay, if you had beef with someone 2 years ago, now we in 2020, about to go into 21, you still talking about it? Really
Well,
seriously?
people
What
always say
history is that?
people always say stop
Huh?
mentioning VS, stop mentioning VS, but why would you stop mentioning someone who was integral to the personalities that you now associate with? Like that's crazy to me. That's like telling somebody to stop mentioning, you know, the key people of Black history. Like you would never stop mentioning them because they're key to your existence today. I mean, I know people may say that's a bad analogy, but it's somewhat true. So I don't know.
No, mentioning VS, it has nothing to do with the with beef that you had with someone 2 years ago. And we know VS was a big big piece. It's like it's
Mm-hmm.
a puzzle and stuff
Mm-hmm.
in this sector. And once you take her out and stuff, there's something that's missing. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, I'm saying, the beef,
Mm-hmm.
try to create new beef instead of holding on to the one that you had years ago and then stretching it out and stuff,
I
trying to
agree.
still eat. And you're like, it's getting old and stale and boring and stuff. So, it's kind of like, especially, okay, when it comes to my mom, if I do something, months ago, she would talk about it. Like, okay, just let it go. It's done. It's past tense. Why are we going
Mm-hmm.
back and stuff? So it gets, kind of like irritating and stuff. And that's why some of those, if they're not talking about new things, I don't go to their channel. Like Juicy, like I
Mhm.
only go to his channels if he's talking about something that's like funny. But if he's talking about, the same thing with Treacy and stuff, I'm like, okay, I've heard it before. So no. But if he's
I
talking
agree.
about something new and I know it's gonna be funny, I'm here for it and stuff.
I
So
agree. I totally agree. I agree with you.
other than
I
that,
agree.
but
All right,
that's
y'all.
all
Is
I
there
had
anything
to
else y'all want to talk about?
no, that's all. Well, thank you for having me on your platform
Sure.
panel.
Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate your insight that you shared. So I really do. So
You're welcome. All right, thank you. Okay, good
you're
night. Now I
welcome.
have
Take
to go.
care.
Goodbye.
Bye now. All right, y'all. Does anybody else have any other questions that they have for me or want to talk about? I know we got into that whole N-word discussion, and I personally don't like that word. Um, I just don't like that. It's I don't know. To me, it brings up a lot of stuff, and I just feel as Black people, were set up for the okie doke when they told us that to start using that word as a term of endearment because it made us feel or look as like a bunch of hypocrites. Because now you're telling people not to call you that, but you're calling yourself that. It's like, don't call me dummy, but I'm gonna call myself dummy, and that's how I feel about it. Because if you look at it, we're the only culture that does that, and it's somewhat sad to have it play in music and in films and I don't know, and be celebrated by the same people that it was meant to hurt. They say you take power out that word, but when I hear somebody of a different ethnicity say it, that power is still there, and not that I answer to it, but I don't know. That's how I feel about it, and we got to do better. So ourselves, and I think a lot of us suffer from self hate. You know, so yeah. So thank you, Cindy, for coming on, for spending that time and sharing your thoughts. I enjoyed that dialogue. So. Um, no, I don't think that's true. Duchess says, I totally think that's wrong. You say it may hurt more, but you won't be lynched and denied housing and a job behind a Black person saying it. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I just feel like I know how things work, and people will test you. And I said this before. They'll see if they can say that word, and then once they get permission to say that word, then they'll start seeing what other liberties they can take from you, whether it be housing, whether it be hiring, or things like that. And that's why I always say that you can't let things begin to grow, because once they grow, they become a behemoth, and then it's too late. So I don't know. All right, I'm gonna drop the link one more time, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you. The 76 people who are watching. Well, yeah, and make sure to like the video or whatever if you want to. Um, so yeah, so that's all I really have to say, y'all. I'm saying the history and the usage behind that word is not. I'm saying the history and the usage behind that word is not the same between blacks and whites. I never say anything about agreeing to use it. But I know I caught myself, the Duchess, in the middle of what I was saying. Hey y'all, how you doing? Hello? Yeah, yeah. Hello, y'all.
Hello?
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
I'm all right. I just started to drop on. Um, I wanted to talk about the N word.
Sure.
I talked about it a couple times. Yeah, I think that nobody really should use it. But a lot of times when these discussions go on, people forget to note that not all African Americans or Black people in this nation use it, no matter how prevalent it is in hip hop culture.
Hmm.
I just think that's important
No, I agree. I understand that, but I think we should never use it. I just said that when we do see it,
to note. But ninja
yeah,
or prairie ninja. I'm saying ninja, not to say the N word.
right. Hmm.
Yeah. So they got terms like desert ninja to describe like Arabs and people from certain regions who are not black. And they had prairie ninja to describe the indigenous people here, the Native Americans of America.
Hmm.
And the reason I point that out is their cultures and these groups, they aren't known for saying it. And the reason I bring that up is to push back against the notion that because because some black people say it, other people are going to say it. That's not true. Those people that say that against black people are going to say it anyway, because you have classes of other groups where it's not even common that they say it, and they're still called prairie ninjas and desert ninjas. And there's other variations as well. Coconut ninjas to describe other people from islands, so on and so forth. That's the history of that word in this country. And
Hmm.
another reason why some black people are not so much hypocritical but reluctant to call other black people out is because a lot of us look at our experience here from a therapeutic standpoint and we understand that a lot of that comes out of us because it was beaten into us. So we think that we're looking at sick people in our community a lot of times when we do hear it. And a lot of times we're more sympathetic about that because a lot of what has happened, even it's sure we pass it down because that's how we have it here today. But a lot of our people are damaged and sick, you know. But yeah,
Right.
due to our experience here. But I just wanted to get that perspective because I know nothing but America. My bones are here, you know. There from every war that was fought in this country, people in my family have fought in them because there's been no war that's been fought in this country without black people, black Americans. Uh,
I agree, and I appreciate that insight. But what do you feel about Cindy? And Cindy, I'm not calling you out, but what do you feel about Cindy saying that that person in New Mexico, is trying to? The reason he says that word is to try like to highlight, I guess, how foolish we look. I don't know.
I don't know. I won't address that because I already got my own issues with him. But the one thing that I would never buy into, and I feel is just like is illogical, is the argument that he gives when he says that, oh, the reason I'm saying it is because I'm repeating another black American. No, that's not how that works. Here's the reality. The reason black Americans repeat it is because it was beaten into us by a dominant class of people. That's
Yeah, but
why
what do
we say
you? So,
yeah,
but what do
but
you?
what he
Would
tried
you
to do is reverse the history and
well, what do
rewrite
you?
everything. He's saying it due to him hearing a black. Nah, he grew up hearing that. Before he even met a black person, he knew what that was because that was passed down to him from his people.
I can believe that, but what do you say about the commercialization of the N word in music and film and other areas?
I think it hurts us because people start believing because it's prevalent in hip hop that it's
Mm,
some black cultural hallmark or some
yeah,
crazy shit like that. Yeah, and it's not. Regardless of how many black people say it, I know many black people that don't use it. I don't use it. Some people just focus on the content creators. There's a lot of subscribers I never heard use it. I don't think it would. I don't think it's a part of that vocabulary like myself.
right. No, I agree. I agree. I agree. So, what is your take on the whole ZT situation, Enrico?
Um, I'm gonna keep quiet, but I ride for Rico.
I mean, do you think it was a setup? Do you think that ZT had ill intentions?
My
before we.
paranoia with it don't go as far as like production and stuff like that, but I just think that ZT had ill intentions from the gate, and I think that that's what we saw play out. I think that's what
Yeah,
we
I
saw
agree.
play out.
I agree. I agree. So, anything else you want to share?
Not as well. Shout out to the Sentient Squad. That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you
Uh,
so much for stopping by. I appreciate your insight.
uh,
All right, now you take care now. Thank you, y'all, for coming through and offering uh, some verbal commentary regarding what we were talking about. So, all right, y'all. Is there anything else? Do you guys have any other questions? I'll drop the link one more time. Um, so yeah, so that's how I feel. Regarding COVID, I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, things are going up, they're going down, things are going up. So who knows? I mean, scary times, kind of we live in it. So we'll see. And then they say that there may be a vaccine developed to save Trump and make him seem the hero, and he'll get his 4 more years. Who knows? I don't know. It's a new world we're living in. It's a whole new world. Um, so, all right. Anybody else? Anybody got any more questions? Drop the link. Um, if not, then well, Cindy, I don't know if Rona is our friend now. I hate to say that. I think I don't know. I haven't gotten used to wearing a mask at all. I just to see people wearing a mask, it's crazy to me. In their daily activities and things like that. It sucks. Cindy, I don't know. You'd be surprised. Remember who? I remember so many people turned off their TV because they thought that he wasn't going to lose against Hillary, and look what the hell happened. So, no, I agree. I agree. We'll see, because what Dr. Fauci said that he's never seen anything like Rona in his all his life, or since the time he's been studying medicine. So that's a pretty profound statement. So yeah, what's up, Cindy?
Hi, Second. Okay.
Hey, Cindy.
The reason that I said Rona is offering and it's not going anywhere, due to the fact that do you see how these people wear their mask?
Yeah.
It's it's like they're not. I'm like I see them. I'm like, okay, why even wear? Why? Just why? It's not supposed to, cover just your mouth, the whole nose, the whole, the whole. It's and then like all those protests. Majority of these
Hmm.
people didn't have no mask, and then they're next to each other and stuff like that. So for each, it's no, it's not going anywhere.
We're
And
too populated to live the way in which we need to live in order to um how can I say this? Like in order to defeat the COVID. That's how I feel. You can't be 6 feet
yeah,
apart. I mean, it's so you
yeah,
just can't. It's not how we were designed to live that way. So it's gonna. I
yeah,
mean, need to depopulate or something.
that,
Need to
that's it's
depopulate.
true.
Hold up.
That,
Duchess, the Duchess. You can't tell her to get her own platform if you ain't coming up here and sharing your insights on the screen. Like I have to. I appreciate your comment, but you can't tell somebody to get their own platform if you're not coming up here and sharing your insights. That's all. Duchess, you're always welcome. I'm not getting on you, but I'm just saying.
I do have my own platform, people, and
Yeah,
I
she has
do
her own.
talk about that on my platform.
I encourage you all to go subscribe
FYI.
to Cindy's channel. She does have her own platform.
I need two more to make it 2,000. So
All right, y'all. Y'all heard that. 730 in the chat. Go subscribe to Cindy. She needs two more
I
to
have
make it
my
1,000.
yeah, I talk about a bunch of things and stuff. Not only here, I don't bring the beef sector to my platform. It's kind of like my platform, how I look at it is like my home, my baby,
Mm.
and stuff like that. Just like I treat my home nicely, it's clean and stuff. When I go to other people's channel and stuff like that, it's either I make jokes and stuff like that, or if someone's bashing them, I stood up for them. But other than that, that's it and stuff. So I'm not talking bad about people here. So why should you be mad? I'm just saying that Rona's not going anywhere.
Well,
That's
Lemon
all.
said he'll subscribe, and we only need one more person to subscribe to get Cindy to her 1,000 because she grew herself
Thank you.
organically.
2000, not one.
What you say?
Second, 2000, not one.
Oh, excuse me. All right, 2,000, y'all. She needs to get her other 1,000. So, um,
Yeah, but thank you, Lemon. But no, it's not going anywhere. That's all. That's all that I have to say. So now that I've heard that, I need to get off your platform or your panel, I
no, I
won't
didn't say
come
that.
in more.
What's
Okay.
your page name? Cindy from
My
Boston, right?
name, Cindy
Your
Bell
page
is
name.
there. That's
That's your
my
page name.
Cindy Bell is there. Yeah.
Cindy Bell is there. Type it in the chat so they
Yeah.
know. So they can go
It's
to your
my
page.
name.
Yeah, but people don't know
It's
how to spell
okay.
Belize. You don't want to spell the wrong way.
I just made a comment. They'll see it.
All right.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
they'll see it and stuff. But no, but yeah, that's all. Well, I'll be in the chat again. Okay. I won't come.
Okay.
Duchess, I promise you I would not come on second panel anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, Duchess, she can't see what you're saying. StreamYard, someone's blocked you, you can't see what they say. So, yes, she can. She can't see you.
No, but she can hear me. She can
No,
hear
but
me.
I'm just letting her know that. And on StreamYard, you can see what somebody says. So,
Yeah. No, I
yeah.
have people. Okay,
You
second, that's
know,
all.
o- okay.
All right, bye.
Congratulations on your 2,000. Um, Buccaneer, I disagree in that because China is a dictatorship. You said China with a billion citizens can get control of the virus, so can we. That is if we don't have an incompetent, you mean deviant in the White House. The difference between China and us is that they're a dictatorship. The reason they were able to get their whole people, under control with COVID is because they told their ass not to come outside, and they locked them in their whatever apartments. You can't do that really on, um, in the United States, and that's the biggest difference. We can impose a curfew and stuff like that, but so. Oh, no problem, Cindy. So yeah, so all right, y'all. Thank you for being here. I know it's late. Take care. Have a great day tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Remember to treat each other with respect. Be the change you want to see in the world, and just because they beef, don't mean you have to always hit them with a steak. I don't know what that meant, but whatever. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you, Mika Baby Green. I appreciate everything you did tonight in the chat and being a moderator. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye.